Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Clears, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RGA Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by Famous Easy, Foreign Keys, and Pioneer. Buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. Gold Clears birthday party at Caribbean Fest on Sunday the 30th of March. Aries season, Elegance. Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Clears, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RGA Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by Famous Easy, Foreign Keys, and Pioneer. Buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. Gold Clears birthday party at Caribbean Fest on Sunday the 30th of March. Aries season, Elegance.
You know it's Mr. Feelings and Wildfire Entertainment. Spider, you know what we think. And we tell them already making money could never be a sin. Wildfire, what did I say? Huh?
Show me some money, enough of them get vexed. Show me some money, enough of them wonder what come next. Show me some money, enough of them start slow. Nigga, me not care about you. Show me some money, enough of them bad mind. And once that Mr. Feelings from Shabba, but his mind is going to be mine. But his mind is going to be mine.
Me never born with no gold spin on my mouth. No, me never living on no 3-story house. No, me never know about no expensive coach. No, me just know what hustling all about. Yeah, I hustle hard and me not stop play. Me hustle hard cause that is the way. Thank Father God for guiding me through the day. That's why me always a hope and pray. When you a climb them, why you fi fall? When you a walk them, why you fi crawl? Bad mind nigga, why you fi stall? But them can't get you out no after all. So we hustle every day. We a hustle and you know we not play. Gotta make the money, make it anyway. Gotta make the money that they say.
Some money enough of them get vexed. Show me some money enough of them wonder what come next. Show me some money enough of them start school. Nigga, me not care about you. Show me some money enough of them bad mind. Then once that Mr. Feelings from Shabba, but his mind is going to be mine. But his mind is going to be mine.
I'm a money dreamer. Big up my friend Charlie Black, always look clean. up with a screamer. Me get for understand with the dollar sign me. Some money bend up, some money lean. Some money make your friends switch from your team. Ever fresh, always clean. Gucci vest and Gucci jeans. My Gucci shoes, it never get lean. Making money, you know what I mean. We making money. We making money. Never act funny. We never act funny. We making money. Making money. Never act funny at all. Stand up against the wall. Making money every day in the play. Making money every day in the play. No way. Making money every day in the play. Making money every day in the play. So me say money enough for them get vexed. So me say money enough for them wonder what come next. So me say money enough for them start screw. Nigga me not care about you. So me say money enough for them bad mind. They want stop Mr. Feelings from shine. But what is mine is going to be mine. What is mine is going to be mine. Me never born with no gold spin on my mouth. No, me never living on no 3-story house. No, me never know about no expensive coach. No, me just know what hustling all about. Yeah, I hustle hard and me not stop play. Me hustle hard cause that is the way. Thank Father God for guide me through the day. That's why me always a hope and pray. When you a climb them, why you fi fall? When you a walk them, why you fi crawl? Bad mind me nigga, why you fi stall? But them can't get you out no after all. So we a hustle every day. We a hustle and you know we not play. Gotta make the money, make it anyway. Gotta make the money that they say. Yo, you know it's Mr. Feelings. I will tell me ready know the money thing. Wildfire Entertainment. Yo, Spider. Nothing can make a slider. You see it? 2010 and beyond. Money with you. Mr. Feelings. I'm out. Definitely. You know the code, you know the vibe. Gotta say good night, each and everybody in the building. Definitely locked in. Welcome down. Welcome down to the next edition of Let's Talk the Things. Definitely be in the building. You know the code. You know how we doing it wrong here. Yeah, man, I saw the thing set up more time, you understand? You see me? So, big up everybody that definitely check in 1, 2, no matter where you're checking from. You understand? Big up yourself all the time. You see me? Welcome down to the next edition of Let's Talk the Things. Where we talk the things, you know, we have all heap of things to talk about. So here we go on. I need you guys to share the live. Share the live. 1, 2, 2, 3. Please share the live. You understand? Please share the live. Is somebody there? You guys could come in, the door is open. The door is open. Boy, I tell you, Rust, everything alright, everything plug in. Pleasant good night to everybody that definitely check in for the 1s and 2s. Y'all don't know anything go already wrong. Yes, sir. Yes. It's your boy DJ Fire Feelings in the building. Tonight we got so much to talk about. You understand? And I want you guys to check in. The ladies check in. The fellas check in. Everybody check in right now. You understand? Remember the telephone number 3478016231. Phone lines are open definitely for your point. So you guys could call in. Let me know what you think about the concept, or should we say the topic that we have tonight. We have some topic definitely we're going to be dealing with. We see whereby they have a video traversing around TikTok right now. This video has been trending 1-point-something million views with this female that you're seeing right now on screen, and it's called, you understand, as you guys could see what's up. It requests to all of the females that definitely was married before. You understand? Straight up. You understand? Part 1. Who the fuck did I marry? That's what it stands for, TF. You know, we do the Big People Show. That's why we kick it off 9 o'clock. New
New timing, 9 o'clock we kicking it off. Cause we know we want all the kids then for them in bed and them something. The minutes a big people show whereby we take you straight like 12 o'clock. Yeah, we give you a good 2-hour show whereby, you know what I mean? We interact with the people them. So we want everybody to check in cause we're loaded tonight. We are loaded with topics tonight for you guys. So I don't want you guys to miss this one out. You understand? Remember, share the live. You understand? Also, this comes with a sponsor of FFI Radio and FF Vibes TV. So you don't know the thing go already, people. You understand? Why y'all guys check in and let me know what you think. So we're gonna kick it off right away with this one here. The female explained that she married somebody that, you know what I mean, didn't stand out to be the person that she thought he would have been. What we want you guys to do now, we want you guys to let us dissect the video and, you know what I mean, give me your point where you think she did wrong from she didn't do wrong. You understand? These kind of thing, and I'm going to give you my point, what I think she do wrong from what she didn't do wrong also. You understand? So you don't know what I want. Let's talk the things. Let's kick it off right now. Guys, you don't know what I want. We ain't got time for waste from here, so let's go.
Please excuse the hair, but here is part one of who.
Let's excuse a minute.
The fuck did I marry? So I met my ex-husband around March 4th. Of 2020. We met on Facebook dating site, and we also matched on Hinge. I did not realize that he was on both under two different names. So one was his actual name and the other one was a variation, like a nickname that he called himself. Different pictures. So it was a running joke between us. Oh, you ain't even recognize that you had matched with me on Hinge. No, I didn't. And also that should have been a red flag. By the way, you will notice in this story, I called it the United Nations of red flags. It is so many red flags that, I mean, you would have thought I was colorblind because I ignored all of them. So, anyway, back to the story. We met around March 4th. We exchanged phone numbers. He called me and we talked on the phone for the first time. In the first phone call, he told me that he had just moved to Georgia from California, from San Diego. His job had transferred him because he was being transferred in as the new regional manager for a major condiment company that is based here in Georgia. I'm not going to say the name. And so we also talked about his childhood. He told me he grew up in Philly. He's from Philly. Both of his parents were deceased. This is the first phone call. Both of his parents were deceased. His father was a Philadelphia police officer. His mom was a teacher. He also told me he briefly lived in Augusta with his family. He had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. He also had 2 half-brothers on his dad's side. First phone call. So I'm just giving.
I need you guys to listen carefully, you know. I want you guys to listen carefully. Please share the live. Share the live, please. You understand? I want you guys to listen carefully what's going on. This lady was married and she's basically giving you all the red flags that she got from the guy and what ended up happening to whereby the relationship or the marriage end up messing up. You understand? So I want you guys to listen carefully as we dissect and we listen what's up. You understand? All right, let's continue right now.
Just giving you guys the backstory. This was the first phone call we had. So we talked about family. We talked about friends. We talked about our jobs. At the time, I was working at Georgia State Patrol. And he knew this, and he just thought that was like, wow, you know, so you work with troopers all day. Yes, I did. Also in that phone call, he explained to me that he used to play football. He explained that he used to play arena football. I know nothing about arena football. I know about NFL, I know about college, go Dogs, but I don't know anything about arena football. So he explained to me that he used to play arena football. He used to work at Apple in the off season of arena football.
I want to shout out to my boy, Gucci Boss in the building. Ryan, you don't know how to go and big up yourself, brother. You understand? Share the life for me, brother. Let's talk the things. Let's start the things. Tonight's topic is for the ladies and the fellas, them who ever been in a marriage before. If you've been in a marriage before or you've never been in a marriage, this lady is basically letting you know what's up. As you could see, the title is part 1 of Who TF. Who the F did I married? You understand? So she's basically breaking it down, letting you guys know the man that she married was a zero man. You understand? It was a full space man. The man space of the marriage. So I want you guys to listen carefully. I want you guys to give me your comments. Drop your comments. The phone line definitely is going to be open in a few. You guys could call in, let me know what's up. Let's start the things over here. So let's continue with Who the F did I married. Let's listen to the lady and you guys give me your take on this. You understand? Welcome everybody down to the show.
And I remember thinking on that phone call, oh, okay, you know, like, good for you. I don't know anything about arena football, and I believe I did tell him that. I don't know anything about arena football. That'll come into play later on. So he told me, you know, I just moved here. My job is paying for my housing, and they're helping me to look for a house. He was like, right now I'm in Gwinnett County, but I'm trying to look for a house, ideally in Atlanta, like Brookhaven, Sandy Springs. He was like, I really would like to move out there. And so I thought, you know, that's great. You know, you're looking to get a house. You just moved here. He was like, I don't really know too many people here because I spend all my time at work and, you know, this job is really demanding. So that was our first phone call. We talked more. He talked a lot, which took me by surprise because I'm not really used to men talking more than me. He eventually asked me out on a date. Our first date was set for Saturday, March 7th, 2020. He asked me what was my favorite restaurant. I said Cheesecake Factory. And so we agreed to go out at the Cheesecake Factory in a location that was in between. I lived in Clayton County at the time. He lived in Gwinnett County. I realized that if you don't know anything about Metro Atlanta, that makes no sense. But basically, we lived about 45 minutes apart. So we agreed to meet at the Cheesecake Factory over at Perimeter Mall, which is in an area, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody area. I was excited. Like, I called my friends and was like, I got a date, you know, blah, blah, blah. We'll see how it goes. First conversation was good. Hopefully he looks like his pictures because, you know, that's always an issue with online dating. Hopefully he looks like his pictures. So on my way to our date, I took 285 and literally right before I got to Boulder Crest, the exit for Boulder Crest, I heard a boom and I lost control of my car. Thank God that not thank God, but I knew what to do. So I did not crash, but my tire blew out. So I called him and I said, hey, I'm so sorry, but my tire just blew on 285. I'm slowly making my way off the exit. I believe I pulled into a Chevron gas station. And I said, you know, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing. He kind of paused. He got quiet. And he was like, you know, tell me exactly where you are. Drop your pin. So I dropped the pin. And he came to the gas station. Came to the gas station. Got out the car. And I was so relieved that he actually looked like his pictures that I was like, oh my God, he's actually attractive. Because he's like 6'4", 6'5". Oh, also, man, I apologize. So let me go back to the first conversation. Let me add something. He did tell me in the first phone call that he was divorced, and that his ex-wife, she had.
All right, excuse you the little stick with the internet. You understand, as we dissect. So she finally get for reach this man up in person now after the conversation. Now people, I know you must go through this already. I know you guys could relate. You guys could relate to this. You understand? I want you guys to drop those comments. Please share the live. Share the live. Share the live. You understand? If you've been in a situation like this tonight, we're talking the things. It's all about if you ever married somebody and you had this experience here. You know what I mean?
2 children, a boy and a girl, who were teenagers, young adults. I think the girl was about 20. And he said that he had a very close relationship with his stepkids. But that he and his ex-wife had divorced because she cheated on him out in California. And so coming to Georgia was a new beginning for him. She was still out in California. The kids were still out in California. And so, he was like, I can't stand her, but I still want to be in the kids' lives.
Kind of sticky. He still wonder any kid, he eggs them kids' life. It's kind of sticky. You know what I mean? Big up to the fellas them, you know what I mean? You're meeting a situation like this that you and the kids them bond in a way. Bond seriously. You understand? And you just, you just can't just walk out of their life also. It's like you're committed to them also. For so much years.
I have to put that in there because that will come back later.
No, for so much years you have been in the relationship. Straight up. No lie. Let's continue.
So this is just setting the stage. Again, that first conversation we talked about family, job, friends, how he ended up in Georgia, me being in Georgia, the things that, I would think people talk about in the first conversation. All right, now back to the tire blew out. So he shows up to the gas station. He changes my tire, which I just thought was the sexiest thing in the world. And then he proceeds to say, hey, I found a tire place around the corner. You need to get another tire. Like, you can't drive on this donut. So he followed me to the tire place, and then helped me get a tire, paid for it. So I was definitely like, wow. And so the vibe was good. So anyway, I get the tire fixed. We follow each other to the Cheesecake Factory over in Perimeter. We hold hands walking into the Cheesecake Factory. So in my mind, I'm like, this. Oh my God, I had butterflies. That's the look of a woman who had butterflies. So I had butterflies. And we go in, there's a long wait, and so we sit outside and we just talk. And the conversation's great. And this is where he tells me what it is he's looking for. He tells me, I believe at the time he was 42. He was like, I want to get married and it be for real. He's like, my parents were married 40 plus years before my mom passed away. And I want that. I want marriage, family, a house. Like, that is what I want.
The fella sound like, he dep on a serious meds. As I listening, share reasoning right now. You understand? And they got a lot of fella that, portray themselves like that, but some of them is not that. You understand? Roll up, you change your tire. I think normal thing what man is do, you understand? they have some man is operate like dogs. Not every man is moved like that, but they got enough men out there that, you know what I mean? Especially if you're in a conversation or you're trying to get to know somebody and you find that there's someone's status and her whereabouts, how she live and these kind of things, you know the approach that you have to make if you're gonna go, if you know what I mean, if you're gonna link a woman like this or you're gonna meet up with a woman like this. You don't know her status, you don't know or from 1 to 10 we should stand. You don't know, you don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is what's going on. So sad man roll up. He's showing her that he's a real gentleman by doing things like this, you know what I mean? Because she's a good looking big girl, you understand? Straight up, no joke.
One, he was like, I'm as a man, I'm ready to get married, but I want it to be for real because the first time, it really hurt me when she cheated on me. So he's telling me
the thing is why you watching that. Why would you want to get married so quick? Why would you bring marriage into a conversation on the first time that you and this woman reach? Now, I put myself in a shoe. If I reach you for the first time, I get to know you. I'm not gonna tell you that I want to marry you, or I want to get married because some this on the last marriage this. What we are rushing to get married about? Where's the scene we're rushing really to get married for?
everything that I wanted to hear. And so he was like, what is it that you want? And I said,
There you go back.
Get married, but I want it to be for real because the first time, it really hurt me when she cheated on me. So he's telling me everything that I wanted to hear. And so he was like, what is it that you want? And I said pretty much the same thing. I was like, I'm ready to get married, definitely want to have a family, and I want to marry my best friend. So we both put on the table that we wanted marriage. And this is the end of part 1.
All right. Oh yeah, drop your comments. We are think about what you say. This is part 1. We're going into part 2. You understand? Boom, this man Richie. To them talk on Facebook and these kind of things. It coming like a scene with me and me wife. You understand? Because it's on Facebook, I really link me wife. You understand? But you see, with reach to marriage. Now, it reached the kids. It reached a different level. It's a whole family. You understand? Because I meant why saying when I meet her. You understand? But good. That's why I could relate it. You understand? Boom. She and this man meet for the first time. All right, go to tie off blow this man thing, wherever it is. Now, we understand both person want to get married. We know both person want to get married because I got people out there whereby they believe in every relationship. You understand? Marriage is it. Obviously, you understand, it's something like my wife. Definitely when we reach, you understand, and she's a female whereby she said she's not going to be in a relationship 2-3 years with nobody. I ain't going to get married. And I believe her. You understand? I believe in marriage. You understand? And I believe if a woman is your everything, if you reach your partner, you understand? If you reach your partner, the person will suit you. The person, because this is how marriage is going on. You just can't go and marry somebody just like that. You got to take time for know them before you marry. Not saying you can't get married, but if both person they're on the same page, there's one thing. But they got people is moody. They got some people, you understand, they good when the relationship start, and then after, they change. No, it's a situation like that. Now she reach up with this man, two of them start talking. Right away, this man dissect into marriage. This man just come out a relationship. Sad man don't even giving himself a little time. Sad man just want to rush into a marriage. You understand? Now she on the one end now. She sound like she desperate. We understand that yeah, she want to be married and all these kind of things, but I believe say they should get to know each other before you rush into any marriage. Marriage is not just like that. Marriage is not just like that. You gotta know who you're dealing with. You understand? But let me run into part 2 and see what's going on. You understand? Y'all don't know the code. Don't move, don't go nowhere. We soon forward. You understand?
Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Players, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RG Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by Famous Easy, Foreign Keys, and Pioneer. Buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. Gold Players birthday party at Caribbean Fest on Sunday the 30th of March. Aries season, Elegance. Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Players, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RG Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by Famous Easy, Foreign Keys, and Pioneer. Buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. Gold Players birthday party at Caribbean Fest on Sunday the 30th of March. Aries season, Elegance. Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Players, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RG Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by Famous Easy, Foreign Keys, and Pioneer. Buy your tickets now on Eventbrite. Gold Players birthday party at Caribbean Fest on Sunday the 30th of March. Aries season, Elegance. Get ready for the ultimate party experience, Elegance, on Saturday the 30th of March at Caribbean Fest, Queens, New York. Aries season, Gold Players, birthday celebration with music by DJ Munda, RG Entertainment, Angel Vibes, and Rising Rock Sound System. Aries season, live performances by.
Definitely we back. You don't know up in our building. Let's start the things. People, you don't know what go on. It's Tuesday night, you know, every Tuesday, you understand, and every Thursday is all about let's start the thing. So I want y'all know from early, you understand, I want y'all start pumping the thing, you understand. Spread the word, man. You don't know your boy for your feelings. I want the support, you understand. Tonight, let's start the things. Big up to everybody that definitely check in. Tonight we are talking about if you was in a marriage, you understand. If you've been in a marriage, you definitely could relate to this here. We're going to be heading over to part 2. You understand? So the thing set up about yourself. You see me? We got to deal with part 2. So let's go into part 2 right now. For those persons who just now joined us, big up to everybody that checking in on the ones and twos. You understand? Love on you know what I mean? Just make sure you check in and everything is everything. You understand? Peace and love. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Share the live. Part 1, she and a man reach on Facebook. They talked, cling together. They end up linking. You understand? When they link, they start to talk about life. She said she want to get married. He said he want to get married also. So both of them was already showing that they was on one page. Let's continue, people. Big up to everybody in our building. Share the live. Share the live. Let's go.
Part 3, who the fuck did I marry? So this, alright, who the fuck did I marry? Part 2. So we both put on the table what it is that we wanted. We both had established we were dating for marriage. We were not dating just to date. We were not trying to be friends with benefits and none of that. So the dinner at Cheesecake Factory went really well. We laughed, we joked, we talked about people, which is kind of up my alley, my sense of humor. It was a good vibe. So at the end of the date, or excuse me, at the end of dinner, we sat in his car and he played this song for me by John Legend. I don't know the name of the song. By the time this video posts, I will put the name at the bottom. I can't remember the song. I just remember that John Legend was talking about, I think I met my wife tonight. And I thought it was a sign. So I was like, oh my God.
I tell you, ladies, you ever been in this situation whereby you meet a man and everything does connect? Everything does butter. Everything like butter. I telling you, the thing them like butter. This boy smooth like butter. They ain't got banners out. They was smooth like butter. You do. She started to wear this man put on a John Legend and right away sweep sharp for she foot. Kind of thing is this? Ladies, y'all got mine or no? All right, as we continue. They got certain things, ladies, that see as sexy, you know. And this is something sexy. All right, this boy smooth.
So anyway, we ended up sitting in the car talking just about life and experiences until about midnight. So during this conversation, he again is telling me how it was, you know, what it was like living in California, how he went out there, he went to San Diego State, he played football for San Diego State. He talked about how, you know, life, he loved it out there, so he stayed. That's when he joined the company. And then he explained that he also did arena football, but only did it for about 2 or 3 years. He claims that while he was doing arena football, the team that he was on won a championship. But again, keep in mind, I don't know anything about arena football. So I was like, okay, I didn't know that they had championships. And he was like, you know, he got a little offended, like, yeah, they got championships. And, you know, he was on that team. So he talked to me about how he worked at Apple. He worked something in the IT area of Apple, but it within the store. Again, it was one of those, it's like when I tell people I used to work at Amazon. I really wasn't paying much attention to it. Why? So we talked about all that. We talked deeply into what happened with the ex-wife. It's because I asked. He was not volunteering all this information. So in other words, I get very uncomfortable when men start talking about their ex a lot. That's not what happened. I was asking questions because I was really trying to figure out, okay, are you ready for a relationship, or are you still missing her? So we talked about that. We talked about my exes. That was a mistake I made because I talked about how I dated at one point in time somebody I worked with. That will come back later. And he seemed real cool about it. He was like, you know, that was before me and blah, blah, blah. So the conversation was good. Midnight comes and I go home.
Come back to it right there.
And, you know, he was on that team. So he talked to me about how he worked at Apple. He worked something in the IT area of Apple, but it within the store. Again, it was one of those, it's like when I tell people I used to work at Amazon. I really wasn't paying much attention to it. Why? So we talked about all that. We talked deeply into what happened with the ex-wife. It's because I asked. He was not volunteering all this information. So in other words, I get very uncomfortable when men start talking about their ex a lot. That's not what happened. I was asking questions because I was really trying to figure out, okay, are you ready for a relationship, or are you still missing her? So we talked about that. We talked about my exes. That was a mistake I made because I talked about how I dated at one point in time somebody I worked with. That will come back later. And he seemed real cool about it. He was like, you know, that was before me and blah, blah, blah. So the conversation was good. Midnight comes and I go home. Yes, I went home. We ended up talking. Mind you, our first date was March 7th. And within about 2.5 weeks, Brian Kemp, our governor, shut Georgia down. We were going to be on lockdown. So during those 2.5 weeks, we talked every day. We went out again at Red Lobster. I remember Red Lobster. But everything was going great. The issue was where are we going to quarantine? So the question was, are we going to quarantine at his place, which he had like a studio type of situation.
Yo, gotta say good night to Kira. You don't know where I'm going to pick up yourself, my friend. Then I been away say I'm on part 4. Alright, as we dissect. You understand? I want to hear what you guys say after this. You understand? Share the life for me. You understand? You know you think already. Good night to everybody. We're checking in on the 1s and 2s, man. Let's go.
Situation. Like, it clearly, where he was staying, I was like, it's like a studio apartment, but he kept telling me, like, this is temporary because I'm looking for a house. Like, he showed me the email from a woman who worked at the company where she was out on maternity leave, but she was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house. So I was just like, okay, this is definitely temporary. Like, he's not trying to stay here long term. And she was apologizing in the email. I'm so sorry, you know, this should have been taken care of before you got here, but it wasn't. I saw the email. I read it. I read the email. So the decision was, we're going to quarantine at the studio, or we're going to quarantine in my house? First mistake I made. Well, there's a lot, but this was a mistake I made. So ladies, caution.
Yo, I gotta play this shit back. I ain't gonna tell no lie. God damn. Yo. Oh. Gotta give Shay a round of applause, man. We take it back, liquor. I like this. Hold on, I get sure I focus just now. Let's get just back here, so. There we go. All right, this conversation getting sweet. I like this. All right. Share the life, people. Welcome now to Let's Start the Things. You understand? Every Tuesday and every Thursday, we do yourself in the building. Bag of things we talking, you understand? You don't know what go on. 347-801-6231. Telephone number to call, you understand? Excuse the little, you understand? A little net thing, is it? Yeah, but definitely, if you was in this position here, definitely, yo, like crazy, like, this shit is crazy. Me dupes does, you know what I mean? And it could happen to anybody too. It's not nothing for laugh about or anything, you understand? It's not nothing to laugh about because, you understand, they got some man smooth like butter. You understand? And this man is he's smooth like butter. You know what I'm telling you? This man smooth like butter. Okay, you know, man, judge of God. Man.
All right.
You want to say sorry for that? You understand? Boy, me I tell you, Rasta. Yeah, but you know, it could happen to anybody. Definitely could happen to anybody. You could reach in a situation like this whereby you could reach somebody and, you know what I mean? It sweep you off your foot just like that. No joke. You understand? Big up to everybody that definitely checking in on the 1s and 2s. Welcome down to Let's Start the Things. You understand? Meet the man in March, quarantine, and buying house in April. She's a clown. Yo, yo, I'm not telling a lie. This place need more people. I don't know if you're going to Amber. Stop, God, I'm vexed. I'm totally vexed. Understand? Jaja, God. You don't know anything already, people. Check in on the 1s and 3s as we recess. Make we recess. You understand? Definitely, you know, like, it's crazy how some woman is really hey, making joke in this life is about this life is trouble. This life is trouble. You understand? This life is trouble. Hey people, let me start. How they say it's so quick and fast. Try to get back this piece of sweetness. You understand? Alright, come. Alright, we got to taste the back again. Alright, let me start it out. Jaja God. This hey, I want you to share the life, man. The life sweet. You understand? I saw this shit and I was like, whoa. Let's continue. Right from your so.
And out again at Red Lobster. I don't even, I remember Red Lobster. But everything was going great.
So,
The issue was, where are we going to quarantine? So the question was, are we going to quarantine at his place, which he had like a studio type of situation. Like, it clearly, where he was staying, I was like, it's like,
really? Like really? 700 and what? 750,000? She crazy with the bumbo. Some banner got luck. Hey, some banner really got luck by. Wait, but don't spill the beans as yet, my friend. Let me hear what's going on.
a studio
Right
apartment,
here.
but he kept telling me, like, this is temporary because I'm looking for a house. Like, he showed me the email from a woman who worked at the company, where she was out on maternity leave, but she was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house. So I was just like, okay, this is definitely temporary. Like, he's not trying to stay here long term. And she was apologizing in the email.
Excuse me there.
So sorry, this should have been taken care of before you got here, but it wasn't. Da 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 da. I saw the email.
Excuse people with a little net. You don't know anything already, no? Big up everybody we're checking in upon the ones and twos. I want to hear this story. This story is sweet. The story gotta get more people. Big up everybody we're checking in. I want you to tell me nothing no more care.
The email. I read it.
You
The
don't tell me
email.
nothing. Let me
So
hear
the
this.
decision was, we're going to quarantine at the studio, or we're going to quarantine in my house? First mistake I made. Well, there's a lot, but this was a mistake I made. So ladies, caution moment. During one of our dates, because keep in mind, in those 2 weeks, we were seeing each other quite a bit. Nothing physical or anything like that. Just two people who I thought were really on some. All right, let's see if this is going to grow into something. He came to my house. When he came to my house, I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome. He was in a studio. Now, I'm telling you guys all of this in order of how it happened. So some things I'm probably going to insert what I was thinking and the mistake I made. Can I turn this off? No. Okay, I still need that. And I say that to say that I did not realize inviting him to my home probably made his eyes go, oh shit, she's a keeper. She got this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse, and I'm in like a little studio. Yeah, let me go ahead and pursue this. What I need to do.
Let me go and pursue this. You understand? Let me go and pursue this. The man don't see that, she living proper. The man say, me? I rolling in this? I'm to some boy. Hey, Big up to everybody we're checking in on the ones and twos. Please share the live, share the live, share the live. Let's start the things. Part 2, who the F I married. I know y'all know we're going, and I want nobody spill the bag. Come on. I want y'all just watch, and after I want y'all let me know what y'all think. I want y'all call in, leave your comments. Let's go. Part 2. Let's keep it rolling. This one more people. Jesus Christ. This is what you're hearing here.
Do the quarantine here. The decision was made, quarantine at my house. So the state went on lockdown.
Obviously.
He came.
Obviously, quarantine gotta go to your house. You know what I mean? This man meet a woman that obviously lonely. He want to be around somebody. So I rather know that how I quarantine with you than I there inside a apartment by myself, or like she say a little studio, or wherever is the case. You understand? Big up everybody we're checking in. Why me quarantine with myself? I got a big thick food like this here you're rolling in. It's time to cuddle. What's wrong with you?
And stayed with me in my home, and for the most part, in the initial beginning, it was fine. It was fine. The reason why I hesitate is because I grew up in the church. So for me, it was really like an internal struggle of, bruh, you always said you would never live with a guy unless he was your husband. And now you living with a dude and he ain't your husband. Like, it was a struggle.
Now if you reach in a situation like Donald, whereby you thoughts end up caught up with you, you understand? And you thought say, girl, you said that to you would never ever, you understand? Get this pum pum away. You're keeping it to yourself. Because you done this, or we just putting it in the terms. You just come out of a relationship and all these kind of thing. And any man that you're giving this thing to, you got coming good, or you got married there or something, and then boom, this boy come and sweep you off your foot. It is happen. It happens. A lot of female get this. But why they had to quarantine somebody had COVID that they had to be on lockdown? Must be, I don't know. This is just saying the place get locked down. It gotta be wrong the time there.
Struggle for me because I knew better. And don't come for me. I'm just telling you the way I grew up. It was like that. It was not sitting right with me. But at the same time,
Butterfly.
I didn't want to quarantine by myself.
Obviously. Come on, we are human beings. You can't vex it though. With this party, you can't vex it though, because it must be it's been a long time. She had a man around her. You understand? Plus it's quarantine time. Of course, he ain't want quarantine by himself. She ain't want quarantine by herself. So what do you think gonna happen? Both partners got to link up. I want y'all to drop your comments. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all was in this situation, y'all would have want quarantine by yourself. You wouldn't want to do that.
I did not want to. So there we go. So he moved in. We talked about the bills. Let me clear something up that I said in the other video where I said he paid all the bills. He paid all the household bills. He did not pay my car payment, my cell phone, or my car insurance. He paid the rent because my rent at the time was.
Of course you want the warm body in a man, and of course.
Less than $1,000. He paid the utility bills. And so when he's telling me that he's a regional manager, I was like, wow, okay, so you got money. And so he paid all the household bills. So my check really was just taking care of me, myself, and I. And I am not, this is where it's not going to make me look good, but it's the truth. It was intoxicating to not have to worry financially about how to pay the bills.
No, but this part is very, 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 you know what I mean, this government, you know, like, at least he's not a deadbeat. The main thing, he's not a deadbeat. He was taking care of the bills in the house. She money was for she. I like this, no joke. He's still pull his weight, so I don't understand why she want to all that extreme. You understand? Of course, that is why he's saying this at all. I'm trying to do the maths right now. I'm trying to do the maths because if she started this man used to take care of the house, is this good? You money so you for do you here? Do you could do what you want with you? It's all right. But me, you know, as we continue,
It was a wonderful feeling. And so I kind of pushed to the side the fact that, yeah, you shacking up, because it's like, but your page, you don't have to worry right now. Like, he's taking care of all of April's bills before April even comes, because this was still March. So we're living together, and I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, he's helping to cook and clean, and then we have a conversation about house. Is he still going to buy a house just for him, or is he going to buy a house where it's for us? Because we are going to try to make this thing work, be official, get married, have a family. So the question now on the table is, what are we going to do? Because I didn't want to stay in Riverdale, Georgia. I did not want to raise a family there. I refused to have a baby in Clayton County. So the decision was made, let's start looking for a house for both of us. Remember, he was already looking for a house for him. But then he was like, you know what? We're together. I plan to marry you. Let's look for a family home for the two of us. He was like, this is how much I was approved for. That's when he showed me the Chase paperwork. It was a letter stating that and it had the Chase emblem at the top. He showed me a letter stating that he was approved for $700. All right, who the fuck did I marry? Part 2. All right, who the fuck did I marry? Part 2. So we both put on the table. All right, who the fuck?
I told you scrap like look like a guy get part. Hold on there. Chacha got out trick deal with Mr. Wicked. Understand? Hold on there, people.
Alright, part 3. Who the fuck did I marry? So this is when he showed me a letter from Chase with the Chase logo at the top, stating that he had been approved for a mortgage for a $750,000 mortgage, or a $750,000 house. So he was like, we can't go over $750,000. And I said, I remember asking him, can you afford the mortgage on a $750,000 house? Because I know I can't. This is when he explains to me, I told you how I played arena football. I invested my money really well. So he said, I have money that will help pay for the mortgage. He was like, we're good. Like, I'm financially, I am okay. He was like, that's why I'm able to get approved for $750,000 mortgage. So he told me that his money was in different savings accounts. He said he had an account with Chase Bank, he had an account with US Bank, and he had an offshore account. This is what he told me. The offshore account, I was like, why? And he explained something about, the US, the US imposes taxes on money when you have a certain amount in US banks. He was like, so everybody knows that it's smart to have some money in an offshore account. Y'all, look, I live paycheck to paycheck.
Where's the offshore account now? Where's the offshore account? Shine bright, my wife, where there? Must join this live. Where's the offshore account here?
I was like, okay, that's whatever. I said, so you have the money to pay for
What do you mean the money they have the sure? Hey, and I tell you something, man, I got luck. I never tried them thing in me life. I said, this what scrap is this? Shady life, people, shady life. I have sure count. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, man. MD, big up yourself, just checking out building.
for a home. I'm also holding in my hand a letter from Chase saying that he was approved for $750,000. So I went off of what I saw.
Okay.
So we contacted a realtor. I won't say his name, but man, if he ever sees this TikTok, I owe this man such an apology. But we contacted a realtor who was based in Cobb County because I was very adamant I wanted to move back to Marietta, Smyrna area in Cobb County, Georgia. He was fine with that.
Okay.
His whole attitude was,
Okay, all right. That's a sure account. Okay, sight up. That's one I know what's going on.
you know, you're gonna be my wife, happy life. So we met a realtor. I would find houses that I wanted to tour. Keep in mind that this was COVID. So at the time, we could not tour a home. It would have to be a virtual tour. So this particular realtor, we found a house in Douglasville, Georgia. Not Cobb County, but nevertheless it's in Douglasville. I was fine with Douglasville. So we found a house in Douglas.
A sad piece of house though. One. Oh, a little mansion by. Proper settings by. There's the world by. Something like that just now. Yeah, something just like that. Is it?
Douglasville, Georgia. The realtor did a FaceTime tour of the house. The house was really a nice home. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. So we did a FaceTime tour of the home, and the home was listed, I believe, roughly 400 and something thousand. I really
Yo, Mike Larry, big up yourself in the building better. Where go on, brother?
like the house. I could see myself living there. I could see us living there. I could see us with the kid there. This is now April, just for timeline purposes. This is April.
Straight.
So
That makes sense. Cause not like if them have kids. Cause I know I haven't heard she said she got kids.
he really liked the house. He was like, you know what, we'll put an offer in on the house. He was like, if you like it, because again, it was COVID, we weren't going to be able to see the house in person because the family still lived there. So he said, I'll put an offer in. We'll see if it's accepted. I said, okay. So he puts an offer in. He's telling me he put an offer in. I need to clarify some things he told me and the things that I actually saw. So for this house in Douglasville, he told me he was putting an offer in. The realtor would call me because one thing that the realtor told us, he was like, if the woman likes the house, typically the house is going to get bought. So he kind of dealt with me a bit more than he did my ex-husband. And again, this is April 2020.
That's the same thing I'm trying to get. There's the same thing I'm trying to really, you know what I mean? There's the thing I really trying to find out. Like, how you guys just start dating? You guys just start dating. This is what I'm saying. From start, this man don't jump to, you want to get married. Boom, he jump to, you want to move in with you. Nobody even giving themselves a chance for know each other, understand each other. You know what I mean? Know if this man is a psychopath. You know what I mean? Know if this woman is some kind of, you know what I mean? If she sleep and walk. Nobody ain't get time for know nothing but each other. I don't understand this how relationship is going. So desperate, these two people. This is why I said this woman desperate. Shout out to the females, them that is not desperate. Because this is a desperate move. We could understand if you come in this man life and you know what I mean, you need to show an event or you do a show or you do something with your money or something like that, you know, whereby you could get a bag. But look where y'all jump from. Look how y'all jump in. Imagine the wedding in evil, the wedding in evil reach as yet. And it's done 750. The wedding in evil reach and them done talking about 750 on a house. We're going to, it's crazy. These people them crazy. Crazy, these people them crazy. Let me continue.
This is before we got married. So at the time he was my boyfriend. So the realtor was calling me and it was like, hey, you know, I put the offer in, and what they're asking for is proof of funds. And I did not know anything at this time about buying a house. So I was like, hey, you probably need to talk to him because I'm not even listed on the mortgage. Like, from the paperwork I saw, it was only in his name. So he called him. I guess they talked. I was not there, but I'm assuming that they had talked. So the boyfriend is coming, my ex is coming home saying, yeah, I talked to so-and-so. I sent him over the paperwork. The offer was approved, and they are going to try to do a virtual closing. First, we got to do an inspection. If the inspection goes all well, then we have to do a virtual closing. He also told me that he put down earnest money on the home. He put down, I believe, $5,000. He said, I just transferred the money over to the realtor's account or whatever, so that it could be earnest money for the house. So I'm just like, okay, great. He was like, so realistically, this is April. We should be able to get in that house by June. Okay.
Gotcha, God.
No problem. So this is what he told me. About 3 or 4 days later, I get a phone call from the realtor, and the realtor is like, hey, I'm just checking to see what you guys want to do about that house. So I was confused. I'm at work, and I said, oh, I was told that he put an offer in. And the realtor was like, he did? I didn't know that he put an offer.
The banner smooth like butter. The buy smooth. I tell you, the buy smooth. Y'all ain't catching me, Jeff. The buy smooth like butter. Yeah, I really think it's joke I'm making. This banner smooth like butter. It's my goddess woman, boy. But why me laughing? I laughing, but me laughing. It could happen to anybody, but I still laughing because she's a big S. She's a big S. This is what she is. A big S. You understand? Cause real thing. Kira, you don't make no sense. You make none of you make no sense. Kira, you make enough sense with what you said. You just have to shake your head. Your damn head at this madness. She not young to say she make a mistake. She's not. She's not young to say she make a mistake. This is a big woman. Just a dry. Just you just run into this relationship. This not even a relationship. This craziness. Alright, get to know each other in a relationship, no man. Now you believe in everything this man saying. Because why? The man know how he working. The man got some evidence with some things, and then the man doing some crazy other things. So remember now she done start he show you some people in front showing you that though he get this approved for the house. See what I mean? These people them check the credit score, wherever it is, see that how he qualify for the house and give you that. So me understand what going on still. But then now, you see he paid down a $5,000 upon the house. You understand? He paid down a $5,000. Now the people them calling she. This is a sticky. This is a sticky. You understand? Why you trying to start? No, real thing we're saying, this crazy. This is crazy. I would never ever, even if I know I meet a woman like this and she got a bag, meanly she spend all the money. I am not gonna let you spend all the money. No, bro. We got more thing we could deal with though with 750,000. Even if it's not even you giving it 750,000, it's between two. We could do something more with the. We could get a 3-bedroom or something. Boom bang, boom bang. You understand? You got with a 5-bedroom, 4 bath. You don't even reach to the wedding as yet. He doctored the paperwork. I know. Oh. Wait. Well, no. You lie. You lie. He doctored the paperwork. Let me continue.
Friend. And I said, well, why wouldn't you know? Like, he told me he put the offer in and he had paid earnest money, $5,000 earnest money. And so the realtor was like, well, let me call him and find out what's going on with that, because I didn't know anything about it. So red flag, of course. So I call him and he in true narcissistic nature, he flips the script and he like goes off. He's like cussing, going off, like he shouldn't, excuse me, I have the hiccups. He shouldn't be calling you. If he has a question, he should call me because I'm the one that's on the mortgage. He was like, and now
red flag. Now
it's, it's going to be an issue. And I said, well, did you put the offer in with him or not? And he said, no, I did not put the offer in with him. I put the offer in with a friend of mine who is a realtor, so I can give him the business. So,
what world is the man? Wait. We really tell she, hold on, we go back like hold on. We tell she.
Did you put the offer in with him or not? And he said, no, I did not put the offer in with him. I put the offer in with a friend of mine who is a realtor, so I can give him the business. So I did not hear from that realtor again. So I was just like, is the house under contract or is it not? He was like, yes, the house is under contract. This is how crazy things work out. About 3 days later, on Realtor.com, I'm looking at the house because I was trying to figure out in my mind how I'm gonna decorate. It shows the house is under contract. So, showed my boyfriend. My boyfriend's like, I told you it was under contract. He was like, I did you not believe me? And I ain't had a heart to say, hell no, I didn't believe you. Like, it seemed too good to be true. But once I saw the house was under contract, I absolutely believe that, okay, it's under contract with him. Like, yeah, we're about to do inspection. We are about to move. And so we had driven by the house because, again, keep in mind, a family's still living there. So we had driven by the house. At this point, he was like, I want us to start.
Hold on.
If he has a question, he should call me because I'm the one that's on a mortgage. He was like, and now it's, you know, it's going to be an issue. And I said, well, did you put the offer in with him or not? And he said, no, I did not put the offer in with him. I put the offer in with a friend of mine who is a realtor, so I can give him the business. So I did not hear from that realtor again. So I was just like, is the house under contract or is it not? He was like, yes, the house is under contract. This is how crazy things work out. About 3 days later, on Realtor.com, I'm looking at the house because I was trying to figure out in my mind how I'm gonna decorate. It shows the house is under contract. So, showed my boyfriend. My boyfriend's like, I told you it was under contract. He was like, I did you not believe me? And I ain't had a heart to say, hell no, I didn't believe you. Like, it seemed too good to be true. But once I saw the house was under contract, I absolutely believe that, okay, it's under contract with him. Like, yeah, we're about to do inspection. We are about to move. And so we had driven by the house because, again, keep in mind, a family's still living there. So we had driven by the house. At this point, he was like, I want us to start looking for furniture so that way we can go ahead and order it. So when it's time to move, the furniture is ready, because, you know, it takes like 6 to 8 weeks sometimes for furniture to be delivered if they don't have it in stock. Like, he was very methodical and planning and saying, this is what we need to do. So we started going to Home Depot, Lowe's, because we had a printout of what the sellers were going to take. They were going to take the appliances. He had a printout. Let me be clear. He had a printout. So it said on there that they were going to take the appliances. So we needed to get a new stove, new refrigerator, new microwave, all that stuff. So we went to Home Depot and Lowe's, and I went ham. I chose all these new appliances, and here's where we get into the shopping. All right.
Good.
All right, part 4. So we go to Home Depot, we go to Lowe's. I'm choosing all these appliances. He's taking pictures of the SKU number. We had representatives helping us, and he basically explained to them, hey, we're buying a house. We should be closing sometime in June. Can we order this stuff now? Can I put a hold on it? Like, what can we do? Because we're not ready for delivery. I stood there as the Home Depot rep said, we can hold it in our warehouse. Like, you can buy something and we can hold it. People do it all the time, especially with COVID. So I watched him pay. I want to say it was about it was either $350 or $500. I watched him pay a deposit on a whole new set of appliances for them, and they were going to hold it until we were ready for delivery. I watched this. So I was like, okay, good deal. Like, we got the appliances. Next, let's go to Rooms to Go and Ashley Furniture.
Sad man smooth. This man is smooth, eh? No, listening to her, definitely, I ain't gonna cap. God. To me, I understand. This man's spending him money, though. You understand? This is the thing. You understand? He's spending him money. He's spending his money. So still, I'm trying to figure out what really going on. I ain't really catch it. This man is not a bum. This man is not a cheapskate. You understand? Straight up. But let me continue.
And find actual furniture. So we went all around Rooms to Go. We went to Ashley Furniture. We went to American Signature. And I saw all these things that I wanted. Again, he's taking pictures of it. He was like, I can go online and order it. I didn't think anything of it because, again, I just saw that we held the appliances. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So April turns into May. May 2020 comes. This is where things start to get a little interesting. May comes, and obviously we had not done inspection. And I'm asking him all the time, what's the deal with the house? He was like, oh, because of COVID, they're trying to get someone to do the inspection. But the guy that they had, it was always something. The guy they had caught COVID, so they're going to have to get somebody else.
What kind of thing is this? Is he say it start to get interested now? Stories start roll out. Is what kind of Ross is this?
And he's like 15 houses backed up, so it'll be a while.
Since May, right? Yeah, they should have already moved right straight.
So at this point in May, I know I look crazy. In this point in May of 2020, I started recording audio diaries. I don't know why. It was something just made me just start recording my thoughts in an audio diary, and I still have them. And I would save them by the date, and I would just start talking about what's on my mind. So I was like, I knew there was something.
Easy gone, clear check in. You don't know how going 30th of March. Loud up. Pick up yourself, my brother. You old queens.
Something was nagging me like, But I kept pushing it out of my mind. I was like, you saw, this is what I reminded myself. You saw him pay for the appliances. You know the house is under contract. You know that he told you that he's the one who put the house under contract. Why would, I remember saying to myself, why would he lie about that? This is so easy to verify. Why would he lie about that? Have you caught him in any other lie? And at the time, the answer was no. So I really was like, maybe you just aren't used to a guy who actually does what he's supposed to do. I was questioning myself and then answering my own questions. So inspection didn't happen. Around mid-May, I found out I was pregnant.
Wow.
May 2020.
What kind of ass is this here, so? When I say the devil is a liar, the devil is a liar. Oh, God.
When I found out I was pregnant, he was ecstatic, and I was like, oh shit. The reason why I was oh shit is because, number one, I'm plus size. Number two, because of my age, I felt like it was probably going to be a high risk pregnancy. And I wasn't married. And that nagged. I cannot tell y'all how much it nagged me. There was a lot of internal struggle in between. My family didn't even know that he had moved in at this point. I told them, that I was pregnant. Went to the doctor. Everything looked good. But again, because it was COVID, he couldn't go in with me into the actual room. So, doing any sort of ultrasound, doing the blood test, because my HCG levels were really high. So the doctor was like, hey, it might be twins. We don't know yet. You're still kind of early, along. They gave me a due date. Due date was January 26th of 2021. May, found out I was pregnant. So there was now more of a push into, we got to get a house. We got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm not having a baby in Riverdale. Okay? Nothing against Riverdale, but I ain't having a baby in Riverdale. So we need to find out what's going on with this house. And so he was on top of it. He had an answer for everything. He was like, I'm gonna call and find out what's going on, blah blah blah. he then magically told me about a week later, oh, they're going to do inspection on the house like in 2 days. So I was just like, okay. Keep in mind, I'm taking his word for it. I'm taking his word for all this. So he's like, they're going to do an inspection. Once we get the inspection report back, then we will know what we're going to be responsible for. What are we getting ourselves into? So, I guess they did an inspection. He showed me an inspection report. Only thing that they said that the roof had just recently been replaced, which I remember he was very happy about. And the issues that there were for the house were minor. It was not a bad, because we did have a discussion about it. He was like, it's nothing that we can't handle. Then he said that we were set to close the end of May. We were set to close the end of May. He told me it was going to be a virtual closing. You're probably like, what the hell is a virtual closing? Because again, he's saying because of COVID, people are not closing in the office. They're doing a virtual closing where you would need to electronically sign the paperwork. This is what he's telling me. And so he was like, we're set to close like just before Memorial Day. And so for some reason, again, there's still that nagging part. For some reason, I didn't start packing. Anyone that knows me will tell you I hate moving. I've done it enough in my life. I hate moving. But I did not start packing up that house at all. I was just like, I'm pregnant. My body was changing so fast that it was like I can barely keep my eyes open half the day. And so, no, I didn't start packing. And I remember I did record, again, I was recording audio diaries just about every day. When something didn't sit right, I would verbally record it in the audio diary because I was like, I don't know what it is, but there's something. That was the theme of our relationship. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something. And so
she don't know what it is, but she knows something. She
remember talking to myself in my little prayer closet, because that's where I would do my recordings. And I remember thinking, what if we don't get this house? Like, what if he's lying? But again, there goes that thought process of, why would he lie about this? Like, who makes up that they're buying a house when in fact they're not? And then he's showing you all this paperwork. Like, come on, you can't be that jaded that you don't even believe what's in front of you. All right, so now we're going to go into part 5.
All right. That is what we're talking about. We can tell everybody we're checking in on the ones and twos, the twos and threes. So this woman going to get pregnant now. She going to get pregnant. But still thing going on with the house. So I mean, indeed, the peoples them get lash. The peoples them is not no good peoples. The peoples them is bad peoples. Understand? The peoples them got everything on it, but it's not nothing pertaining to the house. Jesus Christ. Let me see what part 5 got now. This is something normal. I like it. I tell you a lot, it's in there, bruh. Let's see what's happening in part 5.
Okay, part 5. Who the fuck did I marry?
I want to say good night to everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and twos and the threes. You understand? Every Tuesday and every Thursday from this week is all about let's start the things, you understand? Um, who the F did I marry? It's something nice, for know what's up, and we want to hear what you guys say. So drop your comments, or you could call in when we open the phone lines, you understand? You don't know, it's your boy Firefield, your host, as we continue part 5 of Who TF She Married.
So I'm questioning all this stuff in my head out loud on my audio diaries, and then once again I'm like, but look at what he's giving you. Like, he's paying. It wasn't a question about money. It was just a question of, are we really about to move into this house? And keep in mind, he's paying all the household bills. He still is. So we were supposed to close before Memorial Day. We didn't. There was an excuse. There was always an excuse with him. Always an excuse. And I didn't know enough about the process to question stuff because I really wasn't involved the way I should have been. And it was giving me a lot of anxiety. So I'm pregnant with a lot of anxiety. And if I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, I was not expecting that I was probably going to have a healthy pregnancy because I was stressed. And what I was stressed about is I didn't know what was going on because I wasn't really involved the way that a normal relationship would be involved. Just being honest. So we did not close. We move now into June. This is now going into June. Around June 5th, I looked at the house again on Realtor.com. I don't know what made me do it other than, and I don't mean to sound super spiritual. I know that people are like, you may or may not believe in God, but I'm telling you, I believe with all my heart, probably the Holy Spirit was like, look at that house on Realtor.com. So I looked at the house on Realtor.com. This was around June 5th. It showed that the house was off the market. And I remember being like, okay, wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because ex-husband is telling me we're about to close on the house. We're about to close. It's our house. We got furniture, da-da-da. He's also telling me that he's been in contact with the realtor, his friend, who was telling him, this is what was happening.
Tell you what kind of thing is this a year in here, sir, boy? So it's how much more things she got. It's how much more joke she got get joking she I for understand or for realize is BS this man got she pon. It's how much more, boy. This is why you're trying to find out with this someone. Like, you're feeling this thing, you're not gonna put on your foot and say, well, here I'm not. Like take control, like go and look for it myself and get this house myself or wherever it is. Like I do the run around for the house. Like be the go getter for the house, cause this man there on struminous. And if it's anything he pass him money. Through me to wherever. Like I deal with everything. But she just keep going into one thing, then she go into the next, then she go in and she keep studying that. Because the man showing you something is something. As I said, this man smooth like butter. These man of them smooth.
Happening next. Here's what's going on. So the guy that we initially worked with apparently is completely out of the picture. But again, I was not heavily involved. So I'm just like, let me look at the house. I see it's off market. What the fuck does off market mean? Like now I'm really freaking out. So it shows the name of the real estate agent for the seller. I don't remember her name. I called her and I said, I said my husband and I, even though I wasn't married, my husband and I were looking at this house at 123 Main Street. And we really wanted to tour it, but now I'm showing it's off market. Is it not available? Or, you know, I pulled that card. And she was like, oh, no, ma'am. The home closed yesterday. It closed June 4th. Again, there are certain dates I just remember.
This is the bill. And I tell your soul. Pending. As we continue.
And I said, oh, it closed June 4th? I was like, really? And she said, yes, ma'am. She was like, my sellers sold the house. And I was like, oh, man, okay. Well, I said, my husband and I really wanted, you know, we love the pictures of it. And we're getting ready to start a family. So I would have loved to have been able to, have the opportunity to see it. I asked her something. I don't remember the specific question I asked her. And I know why I asked the question, because I was anticipating that my boyfriend at the time was going to have some sort of excuse. So I asked her something about the buyers. And I remember, and somehow, again, forgive me, I don't remember the question I asked her. But the answer was that it was an older white couple. So I get off the phone with her. I record an audio diary, and in the audio diary, I specifically say, okay, there is no house. He's going to have to get out of this lie somehow. Because now I realize, at the very least, he was lying about him being the one who was under contract. I knew enough about that. So I was like, what, how was he going to get out of this? Again, I've listened to the audio diary in 2024. I literally said in our audio diary, how is he going to get out of this lie? And I was trying to think of ways on how he's going to do it. And something said to me, because I say it on the audio diary, I said, he's going to say it's a bad deal. And he's going to say he wants to pull out. Y'all keep in mind, I am pregnant. So I had a decision to make. As ugly as this decision was, I made the decision, you're about to have a baby with this man. He's paying all the household bills. Let him get out of the lie. And that's what I did. I purposely made the decision that I knew he was going to come back, and I knew he was going to give me some bullshit on why he couldn't buy the house, because he didn't know that I knew that house is already sold. The house is already sold. And this is the part where I said, I'm gonna be honest, even though it's gonna make me look bad, because most women in their right mind would have been like, I'm out.
Oh my God. She said most women would have said, I'm out. But she's still holding on. You understand? She holding on like Job. You know, sir?
And I didn't. So, sure enough, he came home. He didn't really say anything that day. The next day I asked him about the house. And he said, my friend, the realtor, he was like, I'm talking to him because something's going on with the interest rate. And when he said that, I felt so much relief, because I knew that I had been prepared for, he's going to give you some bullshit. So when he said there's something with the interest rate, I said, you know what? If this is literally what I said, y'all. If the interest rate isn't good, then we shouldn't move there. We should probably let this house go. We should cancel whatever furniture we ordered, or appliances, and let's just look for another house. I said I would like to be moved before the end of the year. I said I really don't want to be 9 months pregnant moving into a house. I would like to be done with this before then. And the way I said it was so calm, and he was like, okay. He was like, I'm gonna call the realtor, and tell him I'm backing out of the house, and I'm gonna see if I can get my earnest money back. And I remember looking at him. I was standing in the kitchen, and I cocked my head to the side, and I said, okay, get your earnest money back, and let's find another house. And so that's how that first house fell through. So, fast forward, I keep looking at this to see how much time I have, because they only give you 10 minutes. So this is part 5, part 6 is coming up. But subsequently, what ends up happening the next week, which is mid-June, I was at work, and I started cramping, started bleeding. And at this point, my doctor, I had just had an ultrasound earlier that day. So I went to work, because the ultrasound was fine. I went to work, and the cramping and the bleeding started, and I started crying because I kind of knew what was going on. And my doctor had called me and told me that when they did the ultrasound, they did not see a heartbeat. So she was like, this pregnancy is not going to be viable. So I'm crying, hysterical, and now we're going to get into part 6.
Jesus Christ. Yo, wrong here saying normal by. I'll let you continue, guys. You said, man. Trying to find part 6. Big up everybody will check in. Can't start anything like that. No, don't do me though. So it look like she dropped the 6, because I can't find it. I telling you, boy, wait, I can't find the 6. And if you don't say 6, no, gotta lie. And 6. The 6 there. 6 can't show up, man. Somebody gotta get 6 anyway, I swear. I'm not finding 6. Let's see something with 6.
Okay, so this is part 6 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? So, where we left off. So, obviously, my doctor had called and told me there was no heartbeat, the pregnancy was not viable at that point, and I was cramping and spotting at work. Went into my best friend's office and immediately started crying. She was like, what's going on? And I said, I told her what the doctor said, and she grabbed her keys, grabbed her purse, and was like, let's go, I'm taking you home. On my way home, I called my boyfriend and told him what the doctor said, and he was like, I'll meet you at home. So he was coming from Duluth, went straight home. And so About 24 or 48 hours later, I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor gave me 3 options. First option, let everything happen naturally. Your body will expel the fetus on its own. Second option, you can take a pill which will induce expelling the fetus at home. And the pill basically will cause you to contract and expel. The third option was to go into the hospital and do a DNC. I did not want to do a DNC because I did not want to be in a hospital with COVID going on. And for whatever reason, I did not do the option of let it happen naturally. So I chose to do the pill. His birthday was June 17th. My ex's birthday was June 17th. So the decision was made, we're going to celebrate his birthday that day, go out to eat. And then that night I would take the pill because we both were off from work the next 2 or 3 days. So went out to eat, tried to celebrate as best we could, and then took the pill that night. That night was the most traumatic, excruciating pain I've ever put my body through. I do not recommend any woman, prayerfully you don't have to go through that, but I don't recommend taking that pill. If you don't have to, don't do it. I spent the whole night in the bathroom just crying in so much pain. They gave me a narcotic. I couldn't take it because I found out I was allergic to it, so it was causing me to like projectile vomiting, and it was a mess. So, and he was right there. You know, he was scared that he needed to take me to the ER. But in the morning, the pain kind of subsided. So about 72 hours later, I had another doctor's appointment where the purpose of this appointment was to do an ultrasound to see if everything had passed. Everything did not pass. So because of that, my doctor was like, we're going to have to do a DNC. My DNC was scheduled for the first week of July. My boyfriend, my ex, was going to take me. That was always the plan. 2 days before my procedure, he comes home and tells me that he is up for a promotion. He's up to be promoted to VP. Because of this, the president of the company, excuse me, is coming in, and it was going to be this huge business meeting he had to go to. The business meeting was scheduled for the day of my surgery. And so I'm throwing a fit because I was like, you there's no way you can do that meeting. Like, I need you to take me to the hospital and all this other stuff. And so he offered to have his sister take me to the hospital. Apparently his sister lived in Douglasville. I was like, no, because I've never met her. Like, I'm not having a stranger take me to the hospital. No, this is a private situation. I don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So my aunt.
Of course, in a situation like that, if you girl get, if you girl get pregnant, you supposed to dedicate something like, that's logics. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Whether I get a promotion or no promotion, I tell me boss, yo, me woman or me wife, whoever is it, get pregnant, I got to take you to the hospital. You got to understand, because this is a life and death situation. So you understand? So he put in promotion in front of his child. Me not play them joke, nah? I'm not playing those games. Well, let me continue.
Had offered to take me, and then my friend who took me home from work had offered to take me. So at that point, we get into an argument because he's like, my sister is, you about your family, so why can't she step in? And I was like, nah, because I don't know her. Period. I don't know her. So my friend offers to take me to the hospital because I was all distressed that he's saying he has a business meeting and he can't take me. So I remember being on I-75 on the connector, on the phone with her crying because I was so embarrassed that he wasn't going to be the one to take me and that I was needing to rely on someone else to take me to the hospital in order to get a DNC done. And she was really great. She was like, girl, this is why you have a village. Like, it's okay. Things happen. The world is crazy right now. I will take you. You're going to be okay. So he did not take me to the hospital for my DNC. My friend did. She could not stay because of COVID protocol. So when they wheeled me into pre-op after I got checked in, I texted him and was just letting him know, hey, here's the update. I'm about to, I'm in pre-op. They're going to get me prepared to go back to the surgical ward or whatever. And the response I got was his new executive assistant named David. Now, when he told me he was up for the promotion, he did tell me that part of getting this new job would be that he would get an executive assistant named David. And he did tell me, I'm going to make sure that I inform David if you get a text from this number, meaning from me, pull me out of the meeting because, my fiance's having a procedure done and I'm picking her up. So it's important that you come get me if it's something serious. So I text him. David responds. He said, yeah, Mr. Blah Blah told me that you are having a procedure done. If you need me to get him, I can go get him. He's in a meeting. Just let me know what you need. And I just said, no, don't bother him. I'm just giving an update that they're about to take me back. And David responds and says, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. So I have the procedure. I wake up and I am now in recovery. I should be in recovery 45 minutes up to an hour and a half. I wake up, first thing I ask, and I remember asking, is where is so-and-so? The nurse who was so sweet, she was like, everything went well. You're doing great. She said, we spoke to your fiance. He's on his way. So I said, okay, I kind of dozed back out, but I could still hear everything that was going on. I just could not keep my eyes open to save my life. So I hear her talk to the other nurse, and that's when she said, yeah, Dr. So-and-so called her fiance, and his executive assistant picked up. And the executive assistant said that he was in a business meeting and that, you could relate to him what you need to say, and he'll tell the fiance. And my doctor was like, hell no, HIPAA, I need to speak to him. So apparently my fiance called the doctor back about 30 minutes later, and the doctor informed him she'll be ready to be
Fiance, you need to put down a ring on your finger. That
discharged in about an hour. You can make your way and come pick her up. He said he was on his way. He was on his way from Duluth to Atlanta, which is not a huge distance, but the time of day, one thing about Atlanta, there's always traffic. So he should have been there within the hour. I should have only been in recovery an hour and a half. Let's go to the next part.
I ain't able with this session, bro. This session too much. I ain't able with this session. Big up to everybody that definitely check in on the panel. Yeah, I know the channel. You understand? Yeah, man. Thursday we're gonna be back in the building right here, whereby we're gonna continue the whole situation, the whole vibe. So we love Yeah, man. It was a pleasure being with you guys. You understand? Yeah, everything alright, everything plugged in. You see me? Yes, sir. One love, one order. Until Thursday, we out.